Good afternoon, students. This is Dr. Morgan Phoenix coming to you from Stanley, Virginia. It's a beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. We're moving right now into week 4, and you have a discussion board forum, number 3, and you also have a synthesis paper. So a couple of very brief comments about the synthesis exercises, one for this week and one in week 7, where you'll have a synthesis presentation, a PowerPoint, and that has a whole different structure to it. Okay, the synthesis paper covers chapters 2, 3, and 4 in the textbook, and you certainly know all about that now. You'll be reading chapter 4 this week concerning social forces, human development, and learning styles. All right, and what you're going to be doing is going to the summaries of those chapters. I would not go into the individual articles other than to perhaps reference them if there's one or another that really captures your imagination and your needs and your particular work or study. Okay, and then you'll be drawing these 3 chapters together into a personal, coherent whole. That is the synthesis. You are taking the individual parts and adding them together and creating something greater than the sum of the 3 parts. Okay, pretty simple. And look in the instructions carefully for exactly the pieces of this assignment. Alrighty. Once again, it's a synthesis and it's a regular paper. And just looking ahead to week 7, in which you will do a synthesis of chapters 5, 6, and 7. A PowerPoint is something altogether different than a paper presentation. It is. Okay, of course it'll be different subject matter, but what you will be doing here is a visual. You'll be trying to hook your audience and affect them and draw them in, and you will be speaking in the background. And we're talking more about this later. With PowerPoints, you do not put the text on the screen. You can put catchwords, you can put phrases in there that perhaps walk on, keeping the audience alive. But you know about PowerPoints, and you know how ineffective they are when it is simply presentation of text on the screen, and the presenter reads to you from the screen. So this will be a great assignment. I take this one very much to heart. That what you are going to be demonstrating is your ability to attract the audience's attention with graphic detail on the screen and with excellent speaker's notes hidden from view. And what that does, that makes you the expert in the room. Okay? So for this week, discussion board, make sure it's personal. I think you guys are doing very well on that. No problem there. The discussion boards are going very well. But the synthesis paper, and please follow all the guidelines about headings. I would head each of the chapters separately, and then your synthesis, drawing them all together once again into that coherent whole. Concerning this course and how it's going, I think everyone is on track for a successful experience in this course. I think that those of you who have asked specific questions about the kinds of things that you could do for your literature reviews and your evaluation of literature review, you're right on track. Make sure you are using this course for your best interests. I will add a couple of things as I'm reading your work, and I love reading your work. I love sliding through it, and if I'm interrupted by glitches or by mistakes, or you haven't proofread something, that really damages your effect on your audience. Okay, and this is a learning experience. I'm not here to catch you in doing something wrong. I'm hopefully encouraging you to look more carefully if you haven't been complete in presenting something. So I do encourage you most strongly to do the following always with every assignment for every course and for every task you have from here on out until you are my age and getting ready to go. We were talking about what music I wanted them to play at my funeral. You know, some Pat Metheny stuff, Last Train Home. Okay. I'm over the hill. Okay, I'll be 71 this year, and I got my doctorate. I got where you want to be right now. I got there in 1973. Okay, it's been a long time, and I'm proud of it. Okay, but I think I lost. I hope this thing is working all right. But proofread your work, okay? For thoughts and for flow. Read it out loud to a trusted colleague or to a spouse. For thought, for flow, for glitches, and you'll catch the spelling way that way as well. Here's something really important, and talk to your dissertation advisors about how much in the way of quotes they want to see within text. You can do single words, you can do brief phrases, you can do some text, but as you get into large amounts of text, you do not want to put them in the double-spaced body of your academic work. It doesn't work very well there. It shows that you have read something and found something, but it doesn't necessarily show that you understand the material. So you should be demonstrating mastery with cited paraphrase. Okay, you want to be the expert in the room. The same as with the synthesis PowerPoint. The speaker's notes, which are hidden, make you the expert in the room because you're the one talking, and while people are looking at the screen and seeing something that draws their heart in, okay, and their emotions and their professional life, it draws them to you as you speak words that are very, very important and very, very accurate because you are the expert in the room. So once again, proofread your stuff carefully before you submit it, and read it out loud to somebody, and you will catch the thought flow. The thought and the flow, or the thought flow, whichever way you like that, and you'll catch the glitches, okay, and you will probably see the spelling errors if you do. And there's very little of that with you folks. You know, we've come to that point where we really shouldn't be spelling words wrong, most particularly the word principle. No one in this class has spelled the word principle or used it. Nobody's ever misspelled the word principle, but they've used the wrong one. Remember, the principal is your pal. The P-A-L is that person. But you'd be surprised as to how many people choose the wrong word there. Okay, but read carefully for these things. And once again, demonstrate mastery with citing paraphrased material. And make sure you cite it because it's not yours, all right? And that's it for today. I wish you well. I hope things are going well. I think we're on track. I'm seeing that people are asking questions either in response to the video or in the Ask Dr. Phenix column there, and sometimes by email. And those of you who have asked by email have been very wise to do so, because you don't want to necessarily put all of your worry about one thing or another in front of everybody. But I will return the really good questions, and there have been some very, very excellent and helpful questions. I'll return them to the entire class always, but never with any personal markers, to you particularly. All right. Thanks very much. I hope it's going well. God bless you. It's a beautiful day here. Your regular school year is probably winding down right now if you're working in public schools or even in colleges. Now colleges are pretty much done. But next week or two, you'll probably be going through graduation with your high school and your middle schools moving on up. I wish you well. Hope things are going well. I'm going to introduce you to one more member of our family here. We have two cats. We have Kitty Cat and we have the Gray Cat. And then we have Gracie, who you've met a couple times, I think, and my dog, which is a little black and tan mini Rottweiler. And here's the Dinky dog. This is our first dog. She's pretty grumpy today, but she loves sitting up here, and she's my wife's dog. But Dinky likes to sit here in the lap as I'm doing these things. So there you go. No questions. You do not have to respond to these videos anymore. You either know that they're valuable or you know that you don't need them. And so, so either watch them or don't. And I always appreciate very much a response if there's something that catches your heart or catches your mind and gets you on track through these videos. I'm going to continue to do them regardless. So until they tell me I can't, that may come up. And also, I am very, very clear that there are some features of these videos that are not in 100% compliance with good practices and best practices and requirements. And I will always do that once I'm asked to do so. So I'll fix them up then. Most particularly with captioning and making this accessible to anybody who's taking the course. That's a serious, serious issue. I don't mean to make light of that. Okay, but be that as it may, God bless you all, and we'll see you next time, Lord willing. Bye-bye.